Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Today we will start chapter 8. How do organisms reproduce? I have divided this chapter into various parts. Every day I will try to send. Okay, everyone should look this video. This is the explanation of chapter 8. Subject teacher Imenungba. If you have any doubt or queries, you can directly contact the concerned subject teacher. I have tried my level best to upgrade you with the best knowledge through this PowerPoint. If there is any shortcomings, please do excuse me. Before we go on with the detailed study of reproduction, let's have a look on the introduction part. Let's try to understand the meaning of reproduction. See, first point, reproduction is the process by which living organisms reproduce or produce new individual similar to themselves. It basically involves the making copies of the blueprint of the body designed. Okay, when we have a look on the reproduction, it is a means of multiplication through which an individual reproduces their own kind. That means a dog will produce a dog. Yes or no? When we have a look on a human being, okay, human being like you and me, we look similar with our parents, and that is the result of reproduction. Second point, reproduction ensures continuity of life on Earth. Yes or no? When we have a look on just like an example of human beings have got some certain limitation, and after that one dies. Yes or no? And during that meantime, what happens? When one individual become mature, capable of reproducing, they produce their own kind. Yes or no? And this result in continuity of life on Earth. Chromosomes in the cell contain the information for inheritance of features which are passed from generation to generation in the form of DNA molecules. Okay. Hereditary material. Hereditary material, that is the genes, is present in the chromosomes. Okay, and this chromosome is transmitted from parents to the offspring. That is the reason why we look similar with our parents. Next point. So reproduction involves copying of DNA and other cell apparatus. The copy will be similar to original and not identical. That means we are not a Xerox copy of our parents. Yes or no? We look similar, but we are not a Xerox copy. We are not that much identical. And it occurs because copying of DNA and other apparatus takes place from both the parents. Next one. This property is variations, which is basically necessary for evolution of living beings. See, when we have a look on the history of human being, we have evolved from apes and monkey. Do we look similar? Yeah, in some extent, yes. But we are not a Xerox copy of that monkey or an ape. Yes or no? And thus variation took place. When we have a look on ourselves also, we are not Xerox copy of our parents. We look similar in some way, but we are not a Xerox copy. Even among our siblings also, we are not a Xerox copy. And thus it produces variation. Some are light color skin, some are a little bit dark. Like changes takes place in an individual, and this leads to variation. Variation helps the species to withstand drastic environmental changes that save the species from becoming extinct and promotes its survival for a longer time. That means when we have a look on this variation, changes takes place. See, when we have a look on our bodies, let us compare Dimapurans and Kohima. Okay, when we have a look on Dimapurans, our skin is a little bit tanned, yes or no? And if we stand in the sun also, we don't get that much discoloration, or else we don't get that rosy cheeks, yes or no? But when we have a look on Kohima people, since they are acquainted with cold climate, only if they happen to come and stay in the mapo for some time during the summer season, if they happen to expose in the sun, what happened? What happened to the face? They become red patches, yes or no? It comes out, and this is the result of variation. Okay, type of reproduction. We have got two type of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Today we will study on asexual reproduction, but before we go on, let us differentiate between the two. Asexual reproduction means it is a process of reproduction in which mating of gametes is not involved. Only one single parent is involved in this one. Next one, we have got sexual, means where fusion of male and female gametes takes place. Okay, and in this sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. We will study this in detail now. Okay, when we have a look on asexual type of reproduction, a single parent is involved. Only one parent is involved. Okay, gametes is not formed. That means fusion of male and female gametes doesn't take place. No formation of gametes will be developed. Progeny is identical to parents. That means when we have a look on some flower, rose plant, we cut directly the stem, and after that we plant it, and the flower will produce the same color on. Yes or no? That is the progeny. The offspring is identical, Xerox copy of the parents. Next we will go on sexual type of reproduction. Both parents involved, one male and female is involved. Okay, gametes are formed. That means fusion of gametes, that is the ovum and the egg, will take place. Progeny is only genetically similar to the parent but not identical. That means the gene might be similar, the gene will be similar, okay, but they are not a Xerox copy of their parents. That means slight variation is being produced. Okay, let's have a look on the points of mode of asexual reproduction. We have got various modes. See, asexual reproduction is extremely useful as a means of rapid multiplication. Why we say rapid multiplication means, suppose you have got a rose plant. You can cut into various parts and plant it, and within a short period of time, many plants will be developed. That is the reason why we call it as means of rapid multiplication. It is common in lower plants and animals. The mode depends on the body design of the organisms. In this asexual mode, we have got various means. We have got fission, fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation, and spore formation. We will be studying on this 5-6 point. First one, let's go on with the fission. The parent cell divides, split into two daughter cells. Fission means division of cell into two or more. Okay, we have got two type of fissions: binary fission and multiple fissions. See, it's given out in the diagram. Let's have a look. This is an amoeba. Okay, when we have a look on the initial stage, nucleus, the first one, that first diagram. See, this is the nucleus, okay, and this is the body. Okay, when they become mature, they start to expand. This nucleus lengthens, okay, and after that, what happens? When they become lengthened, in the middle part they become narrow, okay, and after that breaking takes place. Breakage of nucleus takes place, and once the breakage of nucleus takes place, this cytoplasm also get divided, and thus two daughter cell is being formed, and that is the example of binary fission. See, the parent cell divide into two equal half. Binary, bi means two, keep in mind. Equal half, two daughter cells is being formed. Example, we can find it in amoeba or Leishmania, which cause Kala-Azar disease, has a whiplash-like structure at one, and binary fission occurs in definite orientation. Next, we have got is multiple fission. Okay, the parent cell divide into many daughter cells simultaneously. Okay, we can find it in Plasmodium. We can find it in Plasmodium. Okay, when we have a look on this multiple fissions, okay, the parent cell will get divided into many parts, and we find this one in Plasmodium. Okay, next one we have got is potting. The pod develops as an outgrowth on plant body or parent plant body due to rapid cell division at a specific site. These pods detach from the parent body when they mature. Example, we can find it in Hydra or yeast. See, think that this is an yeast. Okay, this is the one. Okay, when the pods will become matured, this nucleus will divide into two like this, and when this one will become matured, they will get breakage will take place like here, and after that they will keep on dividing like this and new yeast will be formed. Okay, next one we have got is spore formation. Spore formation. Okay, as we all know, spore formation means a small something like seeds. Yes or no? When we have a look on this spores are present in sporangia. Okay, are small pulp like. Okay, when we have a look on example of this Rhizopus, see, this is the sporangia, and inside this various means of spores is present. Spore structure which are covered by thick wall that protects them until they come in contact with suitable condition. Okay, when the temperature becomes favorable, this sporangium will break, and after that they will release the spores, and thus many kind of sporangia the rhizopus will be formed. They germinate and reproduce new rhizopus individual. Okay, next one we have got is fragmentation. Fragments means breaking down into various parts. Okay, yes or no? And usually it takes place in multicellular organisms with simple body organization. And as example, we can find it in Spirogyra. Spirogyra, we find it in this one, pond. Okay. And what happens when we take this Spirogyra and break into various part, that small part will develop into a new individual, and that is the meaning of fragmentation, and we find this one in case of Spirogyra. Next one we have got is regeneration. Okay, regeneration. See, I'll just see an example. Let's have a look on the planaria. This is the mother plant. Okay, this has been attached. Okay, now think just attached this to when the favorable condition will come, when this mother plant will become matured, they may break into various parts. They may break into various parts, and that various part will develop into a new individual. We can find it in planaria as well as Hydra. Hydra, this one is the whole body part. Avoid looking this one. Okay, when this favorable condition will come, they will get break into various part, and this various part will form new individual. And this occurs when they become matured. Okay, that's okay. Next one we have got is vegetative propagation. Okay, when we have a look on this vegetative propagation, is a means of asexual reproduction only, which takes place with the help of vegetative parts like stem or roots or leaves. See methods, we have a look on this where by roots. Through the roots we can develop a new plant. Example, we can find it in the case of Dahlia flowers. By stem, through the stem we can go it, and we find it in case of tomato, ginger. Through this rhizomes we can go, and potato we can through the tuber, alu. Okay, by leaves, when we have a look on the bryophyllum leaves, this from the leaf new from the end notch new plants developed. Artificial means, that means they include like crafting. Crafting you often practice. Example, we can find it in mango. Through cutting, we can find it in the case of rose. Through various kinds of layering, we can find it in the jasmine. And through this tissue culture, we can go on. We can find it in orchids, ornamental plants like banana, etc. Okay, let's have a look on the benefit of vegetative propagation. This is the last for today. Okay, plant can bear flowers, fruit earlier than those produced from seeds. See, let's have a look on this orchids. Orchids, for an orchid to plant bloom flower, it usually takes 3 to 4 years. Yes or no? But if we do through this tissue culture, within 6 months they will give the flower. That means okay. Next we have got is growing plants like banana, orange, rose, jasmine that have low capacity to produce seeds. That means we can grow banana or orange, rose like that, which does not produce seeds. It becomes possible through this vegetative propagation. Next is genetically similar is maintained in the plant. That means a green flower, or a red flower will give only red flower. That means it will be a Xerox copy, help in growing seedless fruit also. And through this vegetative propagation, it is very cheap, easier means of growing plants. That's all for today. Thank you.